10 hidden flight tips and tricks airlines are keeping quiet about on purpose. You'd think after decades of air travel, we'd all have it figured out by now. But nope. Somehow, we're still falling for overpriced airport traps. Still freezing in mystery seats. Still losing our bags to the Bermuda Triangle of airline logistics. But here's the thing. There are tricks. Good ones. And airlines? They're not exactly handing them out with your pretzels. In fact, some of these hacks are so quietly powerful, they'd rather you didn't know them at all. Because once you do, you'll start packing differently, sitting differently, even boarding the plane like you know something the rest of the cabin doesn't. So today, we're uncovering 10 hidden flight tips and tricks that airlines are keeping quiet about, on purpose. No fluff. These are the kind of tips you'll wish you knew 3 flights ago. Let's go. Tip 1. Inflatable neck pillows are brilliant, but only if you do this first. Let's settle this once and for all. Those bulky memory foam neck pillows people wear around their neck before even reaching the gate, they're not travel accessories. They're fashion warnings. You know the ones. They swing around your backpack, bump into strangers in security lines, and somehow take up half your carry-on space. No thank you. Inflatable neck pillows, on the other hand? Game changer. They roll up smaller than a sandwich, weigh almost nothing, and don't require you to look like you're gearing up for a nap at the DMV. But, and this is important, there's a mistake almost everyone makes with them. They blow them up all the way before takeoff. And guess what? At 35,000 feet, cabin pressure changes can actually expand the air inside, meaning your comfy travel pillow suddenly turns into a balloon animal. Or worse, pops entirely. Every time I bring a bag of chips on board, it looks like it's about to burst. Same thing happens here. Imagine trying to sleep and suddenly getting slapped in the face by your own exploding pillow. Welcome to travel regret. Here's the trick. Blow it up about 80% full on the ground. Let the altitude do the rest. It'll feel better, last longer, and keep you from becoming that person everyone pretends not to hear when something goes pop mid-nap. Tip 2. Take 2 photos before you fly. They could save you hundreds. All right, imagine this. You land after a 14-hour flight. You're dreaming of hotel pillows, room service, and maybe a hot shower. But then you get to baggage claim, and your suitcase is nowhere, not on the belt, not behind the counter, not even in the same country. Now, you could stand there in tears, describing your luggage as kinda black and squarish, with a zipper. Or, you could be a genius and whip out 2 photos you took before you left. Photo 1. The inside of your packed suitcase. Just open it before you zip up and snap a clear pic of your stuff. If the airline asks what's inside, you've got proof, which makes insurance and compensation claims way easier. Photo 2. Take a picture of yourself with your suitcase. Yes, really, preferably near your front door, just so there's a timestamp and proof it was with you. Bonus points if your face is in it. It shows the bag was in your possession, not just some random bag from a Google image search. And here's the bonus tip. Take a photo of your luggage tag too, but don't post it online. More on that coming later. Tip 3. Never write your home address on your luggage tag. Seriously, you want your bag to find its way back to you? Of course you do. But slapping your full home address on a luggage tag? That's not smart travel. That's basically an invitation that says, hey, I'm not home for the next 2 weeks. Help yourself to my stuff. Think about it. Your name, your flight info, and the fact that your house is sitting empty, all on a tag that anyone can see at check-in, baggage claim, or if your bag ends up in the wrong hands. And yes, I know some airlines give you those little paper tags and ask for your address. Politely ignore them. Instead, write down an email address or phone number, something they can use to reach you without giving burglars a head start. And if you really want your bag to come home safe, tuck a piece of paper inside your suitcase with your name, number, and maybe your hotel info. That way, if the outside tag gets ripped off, which happens more than you think, your bag still has ID on the inside. Smart, right? Just don't include your Netflix password while you're at it. Tip 4. Bring an empty water bottle, but bring a sneaky one. Look, we all know you can't bring a full water bottle through security, but you can bring an empty one. So why do most people either show up parched or cave and spend $7.80 on a bottle of water from the airport convenience store? Here's the real move. Bring a collapsible bottle. You know, the kind that folds flat like a pancake and tucks into your jacket pocket. No bulk, no hassle, and no desperate scrambles at the water fountain while your gate is already boarding. Even better? Throw a couple of electrolyte or hydration tablets into your carry-on, or those little flavored drink sachets. Because airplane air is dry enough to turn your lips into sandpaper, and drinking straight water from the airport bathroom tap isn't exactly a luxury experience. Some airports even have those fancy filtered water refill stations now. So next time you're watching people pay airport prices for bottled water, just give your little flat bottle a smug shake and hydrate like a travel ninja. Tip 5. Don't just pack an air tag, hide it like you mean it. If you've ever had your bag go missing and been told, "Sorry ma'am, it's probably still in transit," while your Apple AirTag clearly shows it sitting in a completely different city, you already know this tip is gold. Airlines lose luggage. It's not personal. They just do it with incredible consistency. But here's where most travelers mess up. They drop the AirTag right into the top pocket of their suitcase, which means if your bag is actually stolen, guess what the thief is pulling out first? Instead, bury that AirTag deep inside your bag. Tuck it inside a shoe. Hide it in your toiletry bag. Tape it under the liner, anywhere that's not obvious. That way, if your bag goes on a world tour without you, you'll still be able to track it in real time. And when the airline says it's not showing up in the system, you can confidently say, "Well, my system says it's in Gate 14's staff room." AirTags aren't just smart. They're how you outsmart everyone else at baggage services. If you're still watching at this point, congratulations. You're officially the kind of traveler who doesn't get fooled by $19 airport sandwiches. If you like how I explain things, plain and simple, no yelling, go ahead and subscribe. It's not a contract, just a friendly little button. And while you're here, give that like button a polite tap. It lets me know I'm not just talking to the furniture. And in the comments, tell me, what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen someone do on a plane? No judgment, just curiosity. Tip 6. Email your travel documents to yourself. Future you will thank you. Phones die, Wi-Fi fails. Paper copies get left on food trays, soaked in coffee, or blown into oblivion when someone opens the overhead bin too fast. And that's why smart travelers? They email themselves everything. Scan or snap a clear photo of your passport, ID, travel insurance, tickets, hotel booking, anything you might need in a pinch. Then, just send it all to yourself and stash it in a folder marked Travel Backup in your inbox. That way, even if your phone disappears or your bag gets lost, you can log in from any device and pull up your documents. Bonus points if you also forward a copy to someone you trust, even if they're just there to laugh when you accidentally booked a hotel for the wrong year. Oh, and one more thing. If you take medication or have a condition, email a photo of your doctor's note or prescription too. Security won't always ask, but when they do, you'll be glad you didn't say, hang on while I search my sock drawer. Tip 7. Window seats are colder, and it's not just your imagination. You know that feeling when you finally settle into your window seat, only to spend the next 8 hours slowly turning into a human icicle? That's not just the air conditioning. Window seats are literally pressed up against the outer shell of the plane, where the temperature outside is about minus 50 degrees Celsius, aka colder than your ex's new relationship. The cabin walls get icy, and while the insulation helps, you're still sitting next to what is essentially a giant airborne freezer wall. So unless you like waking up with frozen elbows and goosebumps in places you didn't know could goose, bring a sweater, a scarf, or a light blanket. Or, if you're feeling spicy, snag an aisle seat where it's slightly warmer and you're closer to snacks in the bathroom. It's the holy grail of travel comfort. Unless the guy in the middle seat falls asleep on your shoulder, then you're on your own. Tip 8. Skip the tea and coffee. Unless you like your hot drinks with bacteria. You know that lovely free cup of tea or coffee you get on the plane? The one that seems comforting until you realize it tastes vaguely like disappointment? Well, there's a reason for that. Airlines don't boil bottled water for your drink. They use water from onboard tanks, and those tanks? They're not cleaned nearly as often as you'd hope. In fact, studies have found E. coli, coliform bacteria, and other nasties floating around in the water used for tea, coffee, and even that hot water they hand you like it's a spa treatment. Even flight attendants have admitted, "We don't drink it, and we work here." So here's the move. Bring your own tea bags or instant coffee if you must, but stick to sealed bottled water or canned drinks when possible. Trust me, airplane food is already enough of a gamble. You don't need a side of invisible germs with your caffeine fix. Tip 9. Your boarding pass is leaking more than just your seat number. You know that innocent little boarding pass you tuck into your bag? The one you proudly snap a photo of and post with the caption, "Next stop, paradise"? Yeah, don't do that. That QR code holds way more info than you think. We're talking full name, frequent flyer number, booking reference, flight details, and, in some cases, access to your entire reservation. Which means, if someone really wanted to mess with you, they could cancel your return flight, change your seat, or even access personal data linked to your airline account. I know, it's wild. So here's the deal. Never post your boarding pass online. Don't leave it sticking out of your bag. And whatever you do, don't toss it in the seat back pocket like it's a gum wrapper. When you're done with it, take it with you. Better yet, shred it like it's a secret government file, because in the wrong hands, it practically is. Tip 10. Some credit cards get you free lounge food, but nobody tells you. If you think airport lounges are just for CEOs and people named Chadwick III, you're missing out. Big time. Because in 2025, a surprising number of regular credit cards now come with airport lounge access perks built right in. That's right. If you've got a Visa Signature, Amex Platinum, or even certain MasterCards, you might already have free entry to lounges around the world through programs like Priority Pass or Lounge Key. That means free hot meals, comfy chairs, outlets that actually work, and peace and quiet, while the rest of the terminal fights over charging space next to a vending machine. And here's the kicker. Most people never claim it. Why? Because no one tells you. Even at check-in, staff won't say a word unless you ask. So before your next flight, check your card benefits. You could be sitting in a leather chair with unlimited curry puffs right now, instead of crying into a $14 packet of M&Ms at gate 62. The YouTube algorithm thinks you'll enjoy the video popping up on your screen right now. So go on, see if it's right, and happy traveling.